Her name could have resounded the cries of a revolution. Her voice could have been the voice of a struggling democracy. Her life could have been anyone's. Her name was Melchora.
His name was Fulgencio Ramos. I was 18 years old and he was a stranger. But my innocence made it easy to love him. He was everything a man could be. He was sweet, funny, and so full of wit. A gentleman. My friends told me I was lucky. Men like that are a dying breed. I beg to disagree. With business, everything was bright. After all, the company was ours. I was guaranteed a life with the promise of better prospects, that I wouldn't have to face what it was like to pay for insurance, that I wouldn't have to see blood spill or beg for the security of my future, or my children's future. He said he'd take care of me. I was 18 years old, and I believed him. But I was wrong. We agreed to go home separately one night. He had to negotiate with the board, while I decided to stay at home. He came home smelling of cheap whiskey. I guess it must have been a pretty good deal. I can still feel the bruises. It has been decades, and they've gone deep into my bones.
Mamatay na ba ako? Hindi kita hahayaan mamatay.
Dapat mong ikahiya ang sarili mo.
Oo, alam ko. Dapat. Pero kailangan eh. You see, otherwise they would have taken the innocent ones. The young ones. The ones who didn't know anything about how ugly the world was. What they did to me, they would have done much worse to other girls. I would have given him my life if it meant my children.
Nasaan yung sundalo? Nasaan? Sabihin mo sa akin. Sino yun?
Melchora Aquino de Ramos had 6 children and struggled for their education. She was 84 when the war broke. History calls her Tandang Sora, and yes, it was the rebellion we all knew. When the soldiers stumbled upon her store, she gave them everything she had to offer. Not that she had much. When the Spanish learned of her activities, they interrogated her, but it never led to any disclosure, and was arrested by the Guardia Civil.
I have no regrets, but if I had 9 lives, I would have gladly given them all up for my country.